Earlier today, Conor McGregor went on Ariel Helwani's MMA show to discuss his upcoming fight with Donald Cerrone. Conor predicts that he will knock Cowboy out. Conor also reveals that he has been offered to box Manny Pacquiao.
I stop him with it. I knock him out. You know yourself, I'm gonna beat him. I'm ready for it all. So let's see what happens. John estimates a little bit later. I think it could be very early. He's getting knocked out. But also, I would be open to other boxing bouts. You know, I know the Manny has been. We're actually close. We're actually close to signing Manny. Me and Manny. Well, there's been talks about the Manny fight as well. There's a lot. Like there was an offer. There was an offer made on that. Yeah. I want to box again. I will box again. I'd love a box. I will get a boxing world title.
Rose Namajunas versus Jessica Andrade 2 is being targeted for UFC 249. As you guys know, the last time they fought, Rose was arguably winning the fight until Andrade slammed her on her head in the second round. Jessica Andrade is currently coming off a loss to the current champ Zhang Weili. Rose Namajunas has not fought since her last fight with Andrade. Israel Adesanya on Ariel Helwani's MMA show speaks on Yoel Romero. He also has some harsh words for Jon Jones.
I have my first guy on the chopping block. That's Yoel. So he's the first one, and I want to defend my belt 3 times this year, at least 3 times this year. I'm going to defend my belt. The fight's done. I literally just go to the gym now. I'm about to get some work in. So yeah, make no mistake, I'm still putting work in. I'm still getting ready for my second title defense against a veteran in the game, a veteran in wrestling, tough motherfucker, the boogeyman of the division, the guy no one calls out except Stylebender. But yeah. I'm working, trust me, I'm working hard. The fight will happen, and it'll happen on our terms as well. So I'm happy. I have no doubt that I'm gonna get what I want out of this fight. And that's another thing motherfucker said, Jon Jones, Jones. He's like, well, I mean, when I'm done, I'm glad people can remember my accolades rather than my walkout. It's like, shut the fuck up. People are gonna remember you because you're a drug cheat. You're a steroid cheat. That's what they're gonna remember. All the shit you've done after Shogun, no one really cares anymore because they know you cheated. You popped on the same month as your brother in 2016. You know, that's all they're gonna remember. So my walkouts are gonna be even greater than his whole career. And like I said, I'm only just getting started. I'm nearly 2 years in the UFC. As I said, I'm just only coming up 2 years in this fucking company. Imagine what I'm gonna do in the next 5, in the next 6, 7 years. I'm only 2 years in. He's already a boomer. He's old. He's washed. So, yeah, walkouts to knockout. You're welcome.
Jorge Masvidal on Ariel Helwani's MMA show speaks on a potential rematch with Nate Diaz. He also speaks on a potential fight with Nate's older brother, Nick Diaz.
That is on my radar, but meaning like we would do it when we do it. It's not like I know he's getting reconstructive face surgery, right? Or was that a rumor? Because it's so much stuff online, you don't know. So if he's getting reconstructive surgery, I'm no plastic surgeon, but I'm guessing it's gonna take him some while till he fights. So while he's going through that recovery phase, I'll go and make some money because that's what I'm here for. He comes back, I'm ready to go again. We're gonna fight. Do it again, man. What the man? What the you think I don't want to get paid? Come on, man. You're talking about the 4th and 5th round. Okay, man. I took a fight with this dude named Ben Henderson that fought Nate Diaz. Here's some MMA math for you. I took it. The fight, I was going to fight Dum Hyun Kim. There was a 3-round fight, and then it got switched to a 5-round fight with Ben Henderson, like in maybe 12-day notice, something like that. So I really couldn't. What I had going with me is what I had going with me. I wasn't going to gain more gas in those 12 days. And I went with Ben Henderson the whole 5 rounds, balls to the wall, trying to knock his head out, wrestling at a hard pace. Nowhere was I near gassing. Motherfuckers making excuses, saying this and that, and him saying that I even thought about quitting. That bothered me, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never quit in my life. Now all of a sudden I was gonna quit. You don't got to do it to sell a rematch. You really don't. You can just say, yo, let's do it. Let's run it back. Yeah, let's do it, man. I didn't like that stoppage either. I wanted to leave you unconscious, so I'm with it, bro. Let's do it. You know, I'm not waiting for nobody though, because I bust my ass all day long at the gym. So when my management goes, yo, it's time to execute, gear up, boom. I'm gone. I'm kicking somebody's ass. Whoever that somebody is, what would I look as a fighter? Me, you know, we came up through the same circuits and Strike Force and other shows, and I of course I knew who Nick was and stuff like that. We were around the same circuit. He fought guys that the teammates of mine and vice versa. I always wanted to fight Nick, but here's the thing: is Nick cleared from USADA? Is he good on UFC terms? Like all these things got to spin in motion. When they tell me all these things are right and he's ready to go, I'm ready to go. I'm here, you know, I'm here to fight. Like I said, when they have the opponent in front of me that's ready to compete, leave all the bullshit aside and stuff, the Twitter feedbacks and who's eating what these days. Let's fast forward to all. Let's get the fight.
Right.
Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that, you know? Okay.
Former welterweight champion Tyron Woodley speaks on fighting Leon Edwards.
Thoughts on Edwards? He needs to just shut the fight. You good, you're a good fighter, and that's it. Don't talk you suck. You dude from the UK. Don't even try to be hard. Don't try to come at me with no bullshit. And I gave him the time of day, which I hate I did. He had 50,000 followers. I said some on his page because he had me way up. And he got 3,000 followers from that one exchange. So he was clout chasing. I gave into it. I allowed him to get the clout. But Peon Edwards will not get it again. Now what he has done is he's barked up the wrong and he's poked a line that's pissed off in the cage. And everybody that think they want some, so we came up with that quote. They think they want some, but then everybody asks. You don't see too many people asking for me. And the only reason why he's asking for me, he ran out of options. When he was on, like, I'll find a video and put it up, but you guys can find it. I got YouTube. Look at the video after he beat RDA. When he was sitting at the desk, a perfect opportunity to ask to fight me while I was sitting there. Oh no, Tyron's is a champion. He's a great. I respect him. Da 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 da. He caught everybody else out. Then now the list is thin. He don't have no other choices, and he's trying to get to the strap. So he has to go through me. So now he's doing what he thinks he needs to do. But to be honest, you garbage. You ain't fought nobody. You fought guys that are out of their prime. I'm not one of those guys that are out of their prime. You tough, you good, but at the end of the day, your level of competition is not the same as mine, and you're going to get.
And Michael Bisping on the Believe You Me podcast speaks on Conor McGregor versus Cowboy. He says that if Conor loses, the perception of him being one of the best fighters to do it will be over.
This is McGregor's comeback fight, right? He's saying it's the comeback season. He wants to have 3 fights this year. He's talking about taking on Kamaru Usman. He's getting a little bit ahead of himself there. He's got to fight Cowboy Cerrone. And I believe it's a tough fight. I think it's a way tougher fight than what he's anticipating, than what his team's anticipating. I think they're looking at the fact that Cerrone got finished in his last 2 fights and thinking it's going to be a walk in the park. I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, maybe on the last show. The fact it was up 170, that sways to Cowboy's favor. Cerrone on his best day can go out there and beat Conor. That's for sure. He's got fantastic wrestling. I was watching his fight against Rick Story yesterday. Remember, he had that beautiful combination that finished him. But when that fight started, Cerrone hit Rick Story, by the way, very talented wrestler, a lot of credentials. Cerrone took him down and completed the takedown. Now, Cerrone said in this fight, he's not going to look for an easy way to victory. He said he's not going to go out there and wrestle Conor. But the reality is, that is definitely a path to victory for Cowboy Cerrone. If he takes Conor down, catches him off the bat, takes him down, wears him out, tires him out, and then maybe looks for a submission or a knockout when he gets back to his feet, that's a route to victory. And the fact that Cowboy's going out there saying, listen, I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stand toe to toe. I don't know what to make of that, because that just could be some good old-fashioned bull. You know what I mean? That could just be a case of saying to Conor, don't work your takedown defense, baby, because I ain't going to shoot on you. And maybe that's true. You know what I mean? But it's all mind games. That's the thing. And Conor, you mentioned ring rust and stuff like that before. That's always, there's no hard and fast rule when it comes to ring rust. That's on the individual and how their psyche is and how their confidence is. And we've seen Conor walk into the cage many, many times. He owns the octagon. I think I saw Joe Rogan say this yesterday, and he was correct. He owns the octagon. He owns the arena. He's very arrogant, but rightly so, because he's backed up what he said. So that's why he walks in there so confident. But here's the thing, and this is a question, not a statement. How will his confidence truly be? Because now McGregor has never had so much pressure on his shoulders, right? He hasn't won a fight since 2016. He got beat off Mayweather, made a horrendous amount of money doing so well done to him. Then he gets beat off Khabib, okay? Now if he comes back, it's the comeback season, it's 2020, but if he gets beat in the comeback, that affects everything. But in the short term, it's bad. So what I'm saying is, there's a lot of pressure on him. So how is he going to perform? Because in the past, he didn't have that pressure. He was young, he was coming up, he come in the UFC, he was setting the world on fire, and he was beating everybody, okay? And if he had a lost to one, well, he's lost one.
That's going to wrap it up for the news. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like down below and subscribe to Full Mount MMA on YouTube. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to Jorge Masvidal calling out George St. Pierre. First one's from Jimbo Gasoline, and it says, "Easy there, Jorge. GSP would obliterate you. These couple of wins are starting to get to his head." The second one's from MJ is the real GOAT. It says GSP is the real first GOAT and Jorge recognizes it. And the final one's from Skippy, and it says, "Wow, already sick of seeing Masvidal." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next video, be sure to drop a comment down below on this one.